Next tonight, 1 in 4 people each year will have mental health problems and it costs the economy billions of pounds.
A new therapy set up in Leicester is making a difference. It's simple, it's friendly and it doesn't cost a lot of dough. Joe Healy reports now on the power of bread making.
Jade struggled with anxiety and postnatal depression. She had to stop work, tried many therapies, then discovered this.
Making bread is a perfect excuse to keep your mind busy, do something, feel proud of something you've done that day. And when you serve it to your family, your kids, your neighbours, your friends, it's a great sense of achievement.
A sense she now passes on to other parents.
We put in 1.
Leicester bread clubs are starting to spring up. Some volunteers will go on to teach patients.
Everybody loves bread, and it's something that people are happy to get involved with. The process of making bread, the smell of the bread while it's baking, and all the kind of good feelings that come with that. So it's an indirect way of getting people to have conversations about what's happening in their life, maybe what might be affecting them, and indirectly I could try and steer a conversation around their mental health while we're baking.
I think from a chance conversation back in January with Michelle, thinking about how we might be able to use bread baking as an activity locally to support people, has turned into something that we didn't imagine would be so successful.
And then very gently, I'm going to start just bringing this round.
It's proved that bread is a brilliant tool for bringing people together and creating safe spaces.
Spaces which are valued and effective. Jade will soon be back at work, and making bread is on the rise.
I think I'm doing this very well. You're all right.
Joe Healy, BBC, East Midlands Today, Leicester.
Very satisfying, isn't it, making bread? And the smell is fabulous.
Taste.
Still to come, the return of the great British holiday.
With the consistently warmer weather encouraging more of us to staycation this year, we report from a campsite that's making hay while the sun shines, with a surge in bookings.
Time now for the sport. More instant sunshine.
Oh, bless you, my favourite. Now we start in the Premier League because it's been reported that Leicester City defender Harry Maguire is close to signing a new contract to keep him at the King Power Stadium. Maguire was in demand this summer after a number of stellar showings at the World Cup attracted the attention of Manchester United. Leicester have always said he's not for sale, and it's been reported his new deal could see him earn a whopping £75,000 a week. Now on to Nottingham Forest and their goalkeeper Luke Steele, who had a debut he will never forget last night in the League Cup. Not only did he come off the bench, he ended up scoring a penalty and then saving one to win the match. Take a look at this. Forest manager Aitor Karanka made 11 changes for the visit of Bury, and it showed, with the League Two side taking the lead through Owen O'Connell inside the first 2 minutes. Not keeper Jordan Smith's finest moment, and neither was this.
Jordan Smith comes out and brings Telford down just outside his penalty area. He could be sent off here. Yes. Jordan Smith is gone.
1 down and reduced to 10 men. Forest needed a hero, a man of steel. Fortunately, they have one of those in backup keeper Luke Steele. His moment would come, but not before Matty Cash took a share of the headlines by forcing penalties with this stoppage time strike. The drama continued with the scores tied at 8-all. Steele would step up.
One goalkeeper against another. Luke Steele for Forest plants it into the bottom corner.
So the goalie scored on his debut, but a hero's work is never done. He kept his gloves on and saved the winning penalty, ensuring Forest maintain their unbeaten start to the new campaign with a 10-9 victory on penalties. So, Steele the hero for Forest, but there were special performances all round last night. Derby's Mason Mount scored a stunner, Tyler Walker hit a hat-trick for Mansfield, and Notts County were brilliant, pushing Championship Middlesbrough all the way. Here's Colin Fray with the roundup.
Derby went to Oldham, looking to put Saturday's defeat against Leeds firmly behind them. They did that thanks to an Oldham own goal that new signing Fikayo Tomori tried to claim, and a fine turn and shot from Chelsea loanee Mason Mount, his second in 3 Rams appearances, sending Lampard's men through to the second round and putting Saturday's loss firmly in the rearview mirror. Kevin Nolan's Notts County were also trying to exercise a few demons following defeat at Cambridge. John Stead scored twice, including this fine finish, as the Magpies pushed Championship Middlesbrough to penalties, only to come up short when Dan Jones failed to hit the mark. No such struggles for Mansfield Town, though, or Forest loanee Tyler Walker, who scored 2 penalties and this neat flick on his way to a hat-trick and a 6-1 Stags victory over Accrington. Colin Fray, BBC East Midlands Today.
Swimming, and what a few weeks for the British team and Adam Peaty. He was with us yesterday and praising his friend Lewis White. The pair used to swim together for the City of Derby club. While Lewis, who's from Swadlincote, continues to impress in the pool. The 18-year-old has won a silver medal in the 100-metre freestyle S9 at the Para-European Championships in Dublin. Congratulations, Lewis. Now, the recent European Championships was a huge success, particularly in athletics, with our young British team back on track. But the elite stars all start somewhere and are often inspired by real unsung heroes. Coaches like Grant Barker and John Davis from Notts Athletics Club, both from Ilkeston, and both have been so much more than just coaches for the last 30 years, as Charlie Slater reports.
They're more than just coaches, so like they're a bit of a father figure.
Grant Barker and John Davis have coached young Nottinghamshire athletes together for 30 years. It's a partnership that's launched international careers and changed lives.
They invest so much of their own time into us and look at our individual needs. They look at us every single session, say what we need to improve on.
They're like really protective of, like, especially us girls, they're like really fatherly, and I think that really helps. You go out on the track, you're in a big meet and you're there on your own, just knowing that you've got those two, that you know that they're with you, so like, it really, really does help.
Nice height, good. Relax them shoulders, eh? Top, relax your shoulders, a bit tense. Come on, guys, come on.
We've grown up with a lot of these kids in the past as well, you know. In fact, we even have kids who we used to train bring their kids to us now as well, so it's quite rewarding, isn't it? We do actually get on quite well. We wouldn't be coaching 20 years if we didn't, really.
No, we never had arguments ever.
There has been a label of Cloughie and Taylor attached to us over the years, hasn't there?
Yeah, good cop, bad cop. Who's Cloughie, who's Taylor, who's bad cop, who's good cop?
He's bad cop.
I can't argue with that.
For Christmas I bought a mug with good cop and bad cop on. Grant's like the one that's more on the track with us and like shouts at us and gives us